All right, how is it going, everybody? I am back. The heck? Wow. It's been a little bit. Um, but I am back. I already made a previous recording of this, but my hotkeys didn't realize what I had set record and stop hotkeys to, and so meanwhile, me trying to type some stuff in to research something for you guys on the video, it stopped the recording. And then I ended up pressing the other hotkey to start it. So then it started it again. And I found out when I closed out my video, I saw how it showed 4 minutes. I closed out my video, then I went to go stop recording, and then I saw it was only recorded 4 minutes, and I'm like, oh no. And then I saw that I accidentally pressed the hotkey. But we are reacting to Elden Ring gameplay, which starts in 5 seconds. Oh man, I can't wait. I've already seen it. Like I said, I've already tried to record it once. Didn't work, but let's get into this discussion.
Hello everyone. Thank you for
How's it
taking
going?
the time to join us today. In this
Not a
video,
problem, no,
we'll show
thank
some
you
footage of our
guys.
new
So I'm
action
wondering if
RPG,
this is the
Elden
same
Ring.
gameplay that
Helps to
some
convey
other
a
people
little
were
of
able to
this
see.
title's
There
mood
were
and gameplay.
journalists and some other YouTubers and content creators got the opportunity to see 15-minute early Elden Ring gameplay some months back. I'm wondering if this is the same
Elden Ring
or
is
not.
set here in the lands
Between. So instead of Lothric that we're used to for Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, it
This
is
is a site
now
of grace,
Lands Between.
acting as a place of
Sites
rest.
of Grace. So those are our new bonfires.
Occasionally, grace will manifest rays of guiding light.
And then there's our horse, which looks like it'll be just a
Of course, feel free
traversal
to
thing
choose
with the
whether to
horse,
follow this
which
guidance
I
or
really
head off
like,
to explore in a
because I
different
wasn't
direction.
too fond of the whole horse idea. If it was too much, you know, like there was no like on the ground gameplay, it was mostly on the horse, or if you can exploit the horse and kind of make certain encounters easier than they should be, or run completely past a bunch of enemies and all that. I was scared of that possibly, but here it looks like it's just a traversal thing, and sometimes an encounter thing like we're seeing here. And we have this great boss, a Drake. Not the rapper. I know you guys are thinking about the rapper every time someone says that, but nah. But look at this. That looks badass. Spells look great. Dragon looks great. Looks cheap too. Looks like it's gonna be a frustrating boss fight. Saw he blocked that? That block was crazy. Blocks it with a sword, does a backflip, and then crouches in his blocking position. Boom. And then of course when you get your heavy hits, you can get your riposte in, and it shows right there in that orange circle or that orange light right where you need to hit them at. I'm glad to see that returning.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me.
I thought this was funny here.
Please.
So when I first saw it, I thought it was someone stuck in the pot. But no, it's the pot himself that's talking.
I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander.
Alexander the pot.
An iron fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please. Can you help
And he
me?
has the tree insignia on him. That's going to play an importance.
Put those doubts to rest. I'll be just fine. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say.
This is pretty cool how you got to get him out. Takes out his huge mallet. Yabba dabba. Do. Throw him out of it. So with this, what he's going to say right here, watch what he tells you. Not after the, watch after this dialogue. Not that one, after this one.
Played, good sir. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelt the end of
Right there, I'm thinking if you might accidentally be able to kill him. Possibly trying to get him out. If you use a weapon that's too strong for him, you could possibly kill him. That's why he decided to use the mallet instead of his sword. Or he might have used the mallet because it's bigger too. It hits harder It's a more of a heavy weapon, so I was able to hit him out. That's just my thoughts.
The map
And here's
can
the
prove useful when
fantastic looking
exploring the
map.
world, and is populated by
Ooh, look, it
acquiring
shows
map
you early
fragments.
day. I never noticed that. Early day. Huh. So we're definitely going to most likely see weather cycles in this game. Wow. I just noticed that. That's cool. Yep, and you get
You can use
100
markers to customize the map,
markers. You can
such as
place them
setting
all over the
reminders for the
place.
location of crafting
This is where a
materials
bonfire
or
is.
dangerous
This is where
enemies.
that is. This is where that is. And I wonder about these trees right here. So there's a big tree here with these little golden trees around it. I wonder, because you see these trees, these are green. They have the green all around them. Those are gold. I'm wondering what those mean, because
Beacons
there's
can
another
also
one
be
over here.
placed to help with orientation.
So who knows? The map system looks great. Kind of
Beacons
reminds
placed
me
on
of
the
Halo
map
Infinite.
appear in the world.
Oh yeah, you saw the beacon way over there? That light, the blue light? That's cool. That's great. Great. That's a good system. Look at that tree.
Spirit springs can be used while on horseback to launch high into the air. This allows for stress
Oh, yeah.
of areas with a great deal of verticality.
Man. The possibilities this game is going to have. Yeah, they need time to perfect this game. You see that giant up there? That monster right up here? You got to give him as much time to get the details right, you know? Because sometimes it's the smallest details that can literally help you tell a game apart than others. You know, it's the small things. The fact that, oh, look, he really covers his mouth when he coughs, or he makes a certain face or closes his eyes when he sneezes, and little things certain developers will do, small things. React to smells, react to you
Carriage
doing
over
certain
there is
things,
carrying
and
treasure, an opportunity too good to pass up.
yeah, those are cool. And you can pass it up if you want,
We'll prepare
and that's
for
what's
combat
cool.
with some item crafting.
So yeah, here's the crafting here. This reminds me a lot of the, if you guys can see it, it's the little yellow stuff flowing out of that little pot looking thing. There's only one of them. Next to those colorful rocks. That looks like an item you would use when you're applying items to your weapons. Like lightning you apply to your sword, or bleed, or poison. That's what that looks like. And then your throwing knives, then craftables here. You can see the crafting items, that whole mechanic. And then you have your status and everything about your character and all that good stuff. So you have your level and runes held, 1,198 instead of souls. It's runes now. Vigor we're used to. Mind is new. Endurance, strength, dexterity, intelligence, faith, all the same. Arcane, I think that was in Dark Souls 2, and I think 3. I could be wrong though. And then FP, used to it, FP or focus points, where I would use to that too. Stamina, equipment load, poise, discovery, all that
Using
good
materials
stuff.
found in the
Crafting is going to be dope. I cannot wait. This Arrow 2 is great. Sleep Bone. Watch what it does. I was tripping when I saw this. I was like, what? Watch, this is badass. Boom. Look. It doesn't poison him. It put him to sleep. And he went up and just finished him off. It put the man to sleep. That is badass. And then of course, your drop down.
Enemy stance can be broken with
Heavy strikes.
such as
Yup, when you fall off. That looks great. We're whole.
A variety of unique attacks can also be
Excuse me. We're airbenders out here. You see how he dodged them by going for the heavy strike? And then you get the loot. Give me the loot. It looks great. That's fantastic. Yes. 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 And this part's cool too.
summon spirits to assist
I
us
don't
in
want
battle.
to abuse this.
Spirits
The fact that
vary
you can
greatly
use
in
spirits
type,
to help
so
you,
we look forward to players
and you see the red eyes they
experimenting,
have,
finding
that's
their
pretty
personal
cool.
favorites.
I don't want to abuse the spirits, but I think it's a cool mechanic. Your riposte, of course they have that. Of course they're gonna bring it back. Looks great. Looks great. And this part. Look at that.
Online multiplayer can also be enjoyed with players from other worlds, from cooperative.
Notice
to
they mention
PvP and
invasions.
invasions.
People were hating on it, and they're mentioning them, so they're there. And your characters can say little things now. We could actually talk now. Never used to be a thing in the other Dark Souls. You couldn't really talk. And then you see the enemy down with an item over them. This. Look at those guys, those ugly guys. Those things remind me of those big snake, ugly-looking things from Archdragon Peak in Dark Souls 3. The really big ones, though. You guys know what I'm talking about. Because there's the smaller variant of these guys in Archdragon Peak, and then there's the bigger variants. Those guys look like the bigger ones. Look at this next boss fight. This is a boss fight. Look at that.
We've come across a boss.
You can't tell me that's not Havel on a horse. And what this makes me think of is, you see how the horse has armor? I'm wondering if our horse can be equipped with armor too. And if the more armor you put on the horse, the slower the horse will go, but the more damage the horse will be able to take. Things like that, you know? I wonder if you'll be able to give your horse armor. Look at that. That is Havel 2.0, 3.0. Look at him, he's big. And you can't tell me that don't remind you of Aldrich. Those who know what I'm talking about. That arrow blast, that raining of arrows. And that, look at how his axes has that all red electricity around it now, the red lightning. I bet you that's his phase 2. And the Kamehameha blast. Oh, I am hyped for this game. You guys, I don't think you guys really know how hype I am for this game. But I'm incredibly hyped for this game. And my cat, he's out there fooling around again. I can hear him. And here we're going to get into a very interesting part of the game. So you see how this is tucked away? Notice that. It's most likely an optional area, which is very exciting. That's what I like about open world games, is options, replayability, exploration. Yes, no.
Catacombs, caves, mines, and other dungeons can be found while out exploring the world.
I'm sorry, you know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna just... So sorry about that. I just had to get my cat before he started messing around. So notice what they said there. I want to go back just so we can redo that uninterrupted. Skeletons look great.
These dungeons each hold
their own secrets for hidden treasures to fearsome bosses. So, I'm wondering how many of these dungeons are going to be completely optional and just the variety, you know? Who knows how many are going to be like this? This reminds me of a Senge Fortress type deal. But I'm wondering how many of these dungeons or catacombs and caves will be completely optional. And I'm hoping, from Soft, I have a lot of faith in how they make games. Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, they're fantastic titles. They're pretty difficult. Hell yeah. But they're fantastic titles. I've beaten all 3. And almost bosses from all 3, except the Dark Lurker in Dark Souls 2. Which, that was an optional boss. It was to a covenant, which covenants are completely optional. And covenants don't really affect the game really at all. Does it affect 100%ing? Technically it does. But I was so done with Dark Souls 2 by the end that I just decided to skip that boss. But other than that boss, I defeated every other boss. The Nameless King, Gale, Frida, Calamite, all of them in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. And I'm really wanting to see what they do with that. How many optional areas there are, dungeons, and if me exploring more, going to these dungeons, conquering them and their bosses will give me that more of an edge over the people who skipped it towards the end game, you know? And I'm just loving it. How many different ideas we're gonna be talking about. How do you beat this dungeon? You know, how did you get through this one? Oh, can you help me with this dungeon? And oh, you guys need to go check out this dungeon on the east. You know, it has this great sword. You guys are gonna love it. Like, man, oh, I can hear the community now. We have an illusionary wall. Oh man. And look at this. Look at this. This is nice. Trapeze artist. So those who know the sus around these crates here, these treasure chests. So there's these enemies called mimics, for those who don't know, in the Dark Souls universe, right? Or the Soulsborne universe. There's these things called mimics, and they make themselves look like chests, like this. But they're actually these enemies. And what the enemy would do is you open the chest and it'll immediately grow hands. Hands will pop out and grab you and it'll start chomping on you. Usually it's a one-hit kill. In Dark Souls 1, it's a one-hit kill. Dark Souls 2, it's a one-hit kill. But in Dark Souls 3, you can survive from it. I think in Dark Souls 1, you can too. It just depends how much your health is, how great your health is. But usually it is a one-hit kill. Those things will kill you just by munching on it. And then you gotta fight the thing if you live. And those kicks are brutal. But the way you can tell if it's a mimic or not, if it's a mimic chest or not, and it's only with chests. The only way to tell if it's a mimic or not, look at the chain. There's a chain to the right of it always. That's how it's always been in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 at least. And this chain is the telltale sign to see if it's a mimic or not. This is not a mimic. It'd be cool if they showed one, but this isn't because the chain is facing away from you. When you know it's a mimic is when the chain is curved towards you. That's when you know it's a mimic. But this one's away, so it's not. He's clear. It's cool though, because that's a callback. Everyone who knows. I can't wait. That looks great. Oh man. Hell yeah. This is getting me so excited. Yeah, you hear him acting up back there because I won't let him go out because he messes around too much. He likes jumping on the other male cat, trying to dominate him. He's a weirdo. This guy, my cat Rocky, he isn't fixed. That's most likely the reason. But he goes through phases. Sometimes he'll act up and do that. Other times he'll be fine for months. He won't attack the other one.
Traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Melina. Like melanin. Okay, that's easy to remember. Melina. So, we know we're going to upgrade through her. Our character. Our character's vigor, endurance, strength, all that.
I offer you an accord.
And that's interesting, that little tattoo of that claw. Kind of looks like that little claw we had in our inventory a while ago in this gameplay.
Stormvale Castle.
Yes.
Large-scale dungeon which connects seamlessly with the
My most hyped area as far as this gameplay goes. I cannot wait. Look at this place. Anor Londo, Drang Lake Castle. Oh man. When I first saw those areas and the scaling, it blew me away. And that alone is why Dark Souls is easily in the top 10. And is easily one of the greatest franchises of gaming ever. Just because of the scale. Look at this castle. Look at the scaling of this castle. The detail. No, for me, no other game compares when it comes to this. They do it just right. And they hit every mark right on the nail, right on its head, and it looks fantastic. I cannot wait for Stormvale Castle. Out of this entire 15-minute gameplay, this one alone though, because there could be other areas that are better, but out of this 15-minute gameplay, this is my most hyped area, Stormvale Castle. And this is obviously one of the more bigger dungeons, one of the more bigger castles that we get to take part of. Oh man.
advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands.
I thought when he said hardened old hands, it was the gate
The opening right here.
itself, but it's not.
Guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected.
Optional decisions. You can decide, yeah, I'll go through the main gate.
You certainly don't have to trust me. Well, if you must go through the gates, I'll signal them to open. But of course, I'd advise against it.
No, I don't care. I'm gonna go anyways. That's what this person's thinking. Those 3 bodies right there, immediate negative sign. Those who know in the Souls community, that's a negative sign. You watch yourself when you see that. Boom! Precision! Imagine he just tells you, well, now what we learn. Now what we learn. That'd be
Running
hilarious.
Seems risky, so we'll try entering through a back way.
Yes. And you can see jumping is a part of the game. Now we can jump. We were never able to do that before, so that's great. Look at this. This part looks great. You're walking on the side of this place and it's all just open. If you fall, you're gone. And these enemies look like they're going to be a pain. Now I'm wondering there if he signaled the skeletons to attack or not. When he did that strike there, I wonder if he signaled the skeletons to attack or if they just do on their own. But those enemies look like, see, they could do the same as you done before with that wind. They look like they're gonna be a pain, which is great. That's a good thing, by the way, y'all. Yup, make sure you have your fire and other things you need to traverse these areas. You're gonna need to be able to tell
Extra care should
what
be
you will or
taken when
need or
moving
not.
through dungeons, as visibility and terrain differ from when in the open.
Right.
We hope players enjoy getting a feel for the different types of areas and coming up with suitable strategies for each.
Right. That's great. Look at every nook and cranny. Don't get too comfortable. That part's great. So look at him down there. Ugh. If you kick that guy right there sitting there, I wonder if he'll maul him. I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try that. Look at the scourge. Just everything. The detail, like I'm saying, is great. I love those places that are high up in the sky. This one is obviously up in the clouds, so this is high. I would have never to jump up on this ledge, by the way. 100%ing the game is going to be a beast in its own. Just because of the areas they can hide things in.
Dungeons are complex and multi-layered.
You notice
They
that
can be
item?
tackled from a
That's what's
number of
left over there.
routes.
I love that. I love that aspect. This side doesn't work for you so well, so let me try another route, you know, or let me try this instead of this, and
Nice to meet you. The place
just
is mine.
great replayability.
A sorcerer,
I love to see it.
you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me.
You hear him?
What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
So it doesn't show on here. I know, look at that. It doesn't show on here. My brightness isn't up high enough, but if you're on console or on your phone, it showed after that speech he just talked to you, after he just talked to you and just got through all his dialogue, it shows a prompt that can show different options that you can choose to respond to him by. I wasn't able to see exactly what the options were, but there is a prompt down there. And look at that. And a whole eagle is attacking you. And look at the knight enemies. I'm obsessed with the whole knight aesthetic about Dark Souls in general. The big knights with their swords and the cool looking armor. I love that aspect of Dark Souls. And I was afraid this game, Elden Ring, wouldn't have had it. But there we go there. It does. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at the fog gate.
In this
Oh,
next boss
gold
fight,
looking.
we challenge one of the demigods. Ruler
Demigod.
of Stormvale, Godric the Golden.
The ruler of this dungeon, Godric the Golden. Look at this. So remember with that Havel 3.0, he didn't have a fog room from what we saw, but this guy does.
True-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights.
I mean, you're already up in the air. A tarnished.
Lowly tarnished. Plain as a lord.
Kneel.
Command thee,
Ooh, look at the small axe he has on his other little arm.
of all that is golden.
This dude reminds me of Gale, the way his attacks work. Hey, can I lend you a hand? It looks like he applied bleed to his weapon just now. Look at that. You missed, dog. But you hit with that one. We're airbenders out here. Look at him. You see him? How he's jumping? That reminds me of Gale. And he brings in the big homie. It looks like a walnut or kind of like a walnut head. You see how the whole floor was coming up when he was slamming? That was badass. And that massive sword he just pulled out. Oh, man. This boss is going to be a pain. He has a dragon arm. Excuse me? Look at that. That's obviously his 2.0, his second phase. Just like we saw Havel 3.0's axe get all red and he had lightning. That's most likely his 2.0. This dragon arm is Godrich. His 2.0. Look at that. You're dead. You're done.
Thank you for watching.
That is
This was just a brief
insane.
introduction to Elden Ring's fundamentals.
Yes, thank
More
you.
details will be revealed at a later date.
And I cannot wait. Towards the end, all they show is a trailer that we've already seen before. And then the end of the live stream. I have something else to show you guys. There was a leak on Twitter. I don't know exactly who. I'm sorry. I need to look more into that and see exactly who it was. But I saw it through an article. The Elden Ring, multiple Elden Ring editions have already been announced and are up for pre-order. Right now on GameStop, you can pre-order several different editions of Elden Ring, and including their collector's edition. This is the one I got for Series X. And it comes with the game, digital soundtrack. Pre-order and get a digital adventure guide plus bonus gesture. That adventure guide is going to help. And then Millennia, it looks like. Blade of Maquilla. Something like that. We saw her in the trailer. Long sword, looks great. It's a figure. Exclusive steelbook. And then the Art of Elden Ring. 40 pages of a hardcover art book. I'm sorry. Please excuse the kitty in the background. February 25th, 2022. Elden Ring Collector's Edition. It's $189, by the way. This Collector's Edition is. It doesn't show the pricing, but this Collector's Edition. Yeah, there we go. It does. Down here. Okay. Yeah, they're $189. I already have mine pre-ordered for an Xbox Series X. I panicked earlier and thought, because I only saw the PlayStation 5 edition up on my phone, so I just quickly pre-ordered that one. And I play on Xbox. And because I already have another Xbox Series X edition pre-ordered. And I was like, well, I'll just use that one because it's just the regular game alone without anything. But I'm like, no, I'll go get the $60 back from GameStop. And I canceled this pre-order because also the soundtrack. This digital soundtrack could probably only be downloaded on a PlayStation 5 or something. So I was like, no, let me just go ahead and get my console. But I don't care when it comes to consoles. I'll just buy another edition of the base game, but buy the collector's edition of a PlayStation 5 edition if I need to, just to get the collector's edition. But nope, you're able to right now. They're still up for pre-order from what I know, but I know for the UK, when I was looking at it, they're sold out in a lot of areas in the UK already. And this is a exclusive premium edition I wanted to show you guys. The UK gets this other edition that we don't get. Like I said, this is exclusive to them in the UK, and it's the same collector's edition. It just comes with this helmet, this official helmet replica, and it looks like it says fit scale or 1 fit scale or something. It says right there. But it's Millennia or Melina. Millennia. Yeah, Millennia. Millennia. It's her helmet that you get. Life-size replica, so it's a large one that we'll be getting. Or those will be getting that will be able to pre-order this one, or for those that are eligible to pre-order that one. And there was also a launch edition too you can get that they don't show. This is the Elden Ring launch edition. That looks like a poster you get. Badass. It comes with these stickers. This should be an English version. Yeah. Comes with these different little stickers here, or not stickers, but they look like patches. And then it comes with this badass poster. It doesn't look like the collector's edition comes with that. It comes with they even get a different steelbook. Because we get this steelbook right here. Or no, that's not. No. This one. See, we get a different steelbook here. And it doesn't show that it includes this. So they get a different steelbook for the launch edition. And they get these art cards. Look like pictures. And then, what is that? Is that another steelbook? It looks like it comes with 2. What the hell? And then obviously the poster. You hear him being annoying? Meowing, bugging, just to mess around. But yeah, that's really it right now. Get them as quickly as you can. For Metroid Dread, I didn't think the collector's edition would sell out that much because Metroid as a franchise as a whole has been underrated in the past. And when Metroid Dread came out, I felt, okay, I should be able to get my edition. Not too many people really care about it. Nope, scalpers sold it out anyways. Scalpers bought it completely, and it was ridiculous. So buy this, pre-order this as soon as possible. Let me check something. Let me check if it's already there. I guarantee you guys, it is definitely going to be scalped. No doubt. They do it to anything nowadays. It doesn't matter what it is. Yup, look already, y'all. Look. Jesus Christ, already. Okay, I need to end this video and post this just to let anyone know, just for those who don't know. I need to get this message out there for y'all. No doubt. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys get lucky with the collector's edition. Hope you guys are just as excited as I am. I thank you guys so much for watching. And I said it in your. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Good luck, and bye-bye.